feet with somebody. I wanna see those toes with somebody. Yeah, I wanna count 11 toes with somebody. With Chickie's feet, are you with me? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Don't you wanna spin the wheel with me, baby? Don't you wanna eat those bugs with me, boy? Hey, don't you wanna drink hot sauce with me, baby? Don't you wanna show your toes with me, girl? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Topo GGO's in the house tonight. Passive puppets here for the fight. First got whiskey, Chickie's got toes. Warzone's on, here we go! Oh, I wanna sing with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me? Oh, I wanna string with somebody. I wanna chat with somebody. Yeah, I wanna laugh with somebody. With all the viewers, are you with me?
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. What am I? Hold on. Okay, stupid text. Doesn't matter. No big deal. Can you hear me, everybody? Hi, friends. I don't want to be on big screen. I saw Duke and Redbeard and Shad and Redbeard and Odie. Hi, and Matthews. I just went up and soaked my hair. So now it's getting on my nerves. My day is just bleh, all thrown off. Hey, Gus. All thrown off today. And we have our awards assembly for the middle schooler this afternoon or this evening. So not sure what time we will be home from that. And then the middle schooler decided they would like to have a ride in this morning, which means I take them in, and by the time I get back, it's time to get Kevin rolling, because I actually was a few minutes late for getting Kevin up and moving. So I didn't get a shower before I took Kevin to school. So I came home and took a shower. It just throws everything off. And then there. You missed yesterday. You were working at the big bro's house. How's it coming along? This is the one you were power washing the inside for a couple weeks back. So I'm assuming it's a new to him type house situation. Sorry, putting the lid on my cup so I don't spill everywhere. Because I got the soda. Got the soda. I buried Ferb's headset underneath the blanket over there so I don't have to hear it. He made the kitchen very cool. Very cool. Lots of skills there, Odie. Lots of skills. That will do you well. I have no idea what I'm doing. I know everybody's, well, most friends are at work. Gott's not at work. I'll do that. I haven't done this on stream and make myself look like an idiot in a while. Oh, hi. All the worky. Yesterday you were doing the kids' closets. That's cool, Odie. Like I said, it's a lot of skills that will do you well through the years. Like my dad always took care of everything in our house. He had some help to do, you know, the roof. My grandfather helped him with the roof and the window. Did they do the windows at that house? But my dad has a plumbing company, plumbing and heating. So of course he took care of all that, but he knew how to do all kinds of everything. He did most of the stuff around our houses for most of my life anyway. Last few years he started letting other people take care of things, but and Ferb's done a few things. He tries. He put a light in a closet at our old house, and then my dad had an electrician come in and make sure everything was right and to fix. He actually did fix a few. We had a light switch that would flicker, that would kind of spark every once in a while, like inside. So, yeah, that wasn't Ferb's fault though. But my dad had apparently already set it up to have him come look at that, so he had him check everything. Because when Ferb set up the light, he put a brand new like whole bulb, like there was no light in the closet at all. And when he set that up, one of the switches stopped working for something else. So, oh, yeah. I do Wordle on my phone. I haven't done it online though, because I don't pay enough attention. Your dad knows way too much since you worked making cabinets. So, yeah, exactly. I wish I was better at that kind of stuff. Pass it on to the kids. But, you know, it is what it is. How is everybody's Tuesday? Aloha, aloha, Oklahoma. Haha. Ooh. Ugh. Just a me, just a me. Just a me. Taco Tuesday, made a breakfast burrito this morning. I don't know what we're doing for dinner because I pick up Kevin at 4, and then we have to have the middle kiddo to the school by 5:30. The assembly starts at 6. So we might pick up something on the way home. The middle letters M. You giving me answers. um so we could pick up something, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, something quick and easy. That would be for just us because Ferb's hoping to leave work at 4. So he'd have to pick up something for himself because by the time he gets home, whatever it gets, would be cold. Unless we do Chick-fil-A. He likes to get salads at Chick-fil-A. So, or we wait, not knowing how long the assembly is going to be, and get something on the way home. So if I can get the kids to eat a snack beforehand, maybe that would work. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. I'm wearing my I was gonna wear regular clothes, but then I had to come home to shower. So I'm wearing my pandemic shirt. It says, I don't know if you can see it. Pandemic, lockdown, murder hornets, Tiger King, no school, decision fatigue, I'm done 2020. I love this shirt. Can't exactly wear it much anymore. Plus it's got a hole in it. But it's very soft, very comfy, and it was very appropriate for the time. Very appropriate for the time. So, he used to be a manager. When he decided to retire, they had to hire 10 plus people to replace the work he did. That's crazy, Odie. It's believable, though. Believable. Take it all in. Know how to do all this stuff. Number one, it'll save you a lot of money. Number two, it makes life, well, I can't say easier. Because my dad would work long days and then come home and work on house projects, and it was a lot. It was a lot. Oh, Lorish. Pew, 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 pew. Protagonist is playing Warzone. She is live. She is live on the YouTubers over there. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm doing this for now. I may try to play a few games. Depends. I've got middle kiddos home about 3:20, and I have to go get. I usually leave for Kevin about 3:40. So I'll have to put on real clothes, out in public clothing. I don't wear out in public clothing in my house very often. I will leave it on every once in a while when I come home. When I've got a busy day, I'll leave it on and be very uncomfortable. But if I've got if I've got 2 hours or more where I'm not leaving the house, I am in comfortable clothes. Please don't knock on my door because I'd rather not answer it. Very antisocial once I'm in my house. When I'm out, I'm good. But once I'm in my house, nope. Yep, keeping the streak alive because we don't know what tonight's going to bring. And instead of taking the chance that we'd have to get on at 8:30, 9 o'clock on a Tuesday night, we figured I'll do this. So I doubt we'll be. There's always a chance, but I seriously doubt it. And then Ferb found out he's off tomorrow, but he has to run down to the store tomorrow to meet with his boss for like an hour. Yay, us. So, yeah, I know how it is. All right, so it begins with an A. It's supposed to be in the 80s here today, but it was 50s when I woke up. So I opened a few windows, get some cool air in here. The basement's still cold from winter. It hasn't started to warm up yet, but I say cold, but cool. But the upstairs, our rooms and stuff get kind of muggy. Because it's not warm enough outside for the AC to run. And I don't want to crank the AC down low enough to make it run because then it's just cold. Oh, all right. Oh, hot. Ah. Thank you. Goofball. Yes, 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 protagonist. I told him you're actually playing. You're playing. I may or may not play a few games. I don't know. And you are on. And you are breaking your legs because your puppies are barking. Ba, 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 ba. I keep hearing noises. It's my dishwasher running. Yeah, Odie. You like to give things away. You peek. Blame us for the new addiction. The hell's going on over here? All right. Somehow Spottle pulled up on Ferb's computer. I didn't turn it on. What, protagonist? What? His new addiction of playing Wordle. I had a streak of like 50 some on Wordle. 54, I think it is. Does it show on there if I go back to it? That's today's 54. I had a max streak of 54. 54, and I skipped a day. I didn't get it wrong. I skipped a day, and I have not been able to get. I don't know. My updates since then have been, or my updates. My streaks since then have not been long at all. I either skip a day or I just don't get them. So I'm currently 19, so we'll see. I don't do spelling bee. I tried spelling bee a couple times. It got on my nerves. I do Wordle, and I do connections, and I do strands. That's the bulk of what I do. Connections has not been my friend. Ugh. Wet hair under headphones is not fun. My hair can't grow out fast enough now. It's at a not so good spot. Showboat. Keep getting all the letters. You don't pay for it, so they cut me off after 10 words. Oh, really? For the spelling bee game? Really? See, I don't pay for any of it either. I guess I never got 10 words. Showboat, tennis, ID, witchcraft, friendship, self-care, hunky-dory, posture. Okay. Law. Fine. Charm, swell, grandstand, medicine, swagger. So. Blah, blah, blah. I like connections. It makes me think. And I mean, I've talked before, we've got dementia issues in my family, so I know that playing like these games that make me think are a good thing. But the last couple days connections is I had a couple. I had like 4 or 5 in a row that I did well, and then I have like 3 days that I didn't get anything. Yes, I know. Thank you. So, yeah, I know. All right, fine, swell, okay, could go together. ID, okay, or like shortened. Same, it runs your field as well, so enjoy the challenge. Yeah. Yep. Hunky dory. Okay, swell, fine, and hunky dory. Let's see. Yay. Posture. Posture is swagger. Grandstand. Showboat. Kind of like these 4 together. Nope. One away. One away. Witchcraft, medicine, self-care, and charm. Oh. Hello, shiny hunter. How are you? I almost said hunter. Shiny. How are you today? I was in your stream on Sunday, but I was also on. So I was just lurking. I had a lot of lurkings over here. Okay, there we go. It's these and law. Things you practice. And these are bracelets. Blank bracelets. Hit the like button. We don't think to mention that very often. Part of it is this doesn't refresh. So I don't say, look, hey, look, I didn't even hit it. Thank you, Shiny. Thank you, Shiny. That's usually the first thing I do when I open. I got stuff popping up on the screen. All right. So connections is done. Let's see. I do strands. Verb does Sudoku. I can't. My numbers and I don't like each other. Not much either, but figure I bust some chops. Now I do it for other streams too. I'm always like, make sure you hit that thumbs up, hit that like button. That's proprietary. I like to get all the words that are just words. I only show one, but I haven't refreshed it, so it won't show me. I don't know. Stream Studio or YouTube Studio shows 6. Yeah, that's what that says. So if I refresh mine where I'm watching this, see, I have the stream here, studios over there. If I refresh it, I have to reopen all my chat stuff to get it to work. So, you know. You too, Shiny. I don't like playing this with the mouse. Yep, oh. In a pole. proprietary. Jacuzzi. Jazz. Plea. Yeah, it's PLEA, isn't it? Roll. I do a million words before I'll look for a hint, and I don't even pay attention half the time to what this. Sometimes it's such a weird connection to the words. And once I get it, I'm like, okay. But until that, I'm like, pff. Raz. Keep me puzzled. I only do 3 of them, so I don't play them too much. Yeah. Good for your brain. I do deer. I already did deer dare. Mead. I had mead at the Renaissance Festival this year. It is, definitely. Some tabs. Oh, come on. I do not like donut with the... That way. Steak. Steak. Only time you get to use fancy words. I find all the easy words, and then I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be these kind of words. Needle. I hate when I find a big word, and it's like, no, that has nothing to do with it. But see, then I have plenty of hints if I do decide I need hints. I'm usually set. Save. Cave. Have. Pave. Stick. Yep. Stick. I already did stick. Rack. Track. And then I like all the ones you just add the S to, or the D. Stop it. You see trademark, and then that's going to be on there. Look, see, because it's proprietary. Yep, there it is. See, once you said it, it popped right out at me. Oh, trademarked. Marked. Oh, come on, spell it right. K-E-D. Thank you, Odie. Giving it away. Yeah, I see that too, Goth, but I don't think that's a word. Jacuzzi. There it is. Nah, you're all right. You are perfectly fine. So it's names. So let's see what else could be in there. Oh, why am I blanking? I have one in my brain that I want to look for, and I can't remember what it is. So like nothing else is. E-L-E-N. Kleenex. Very good. Odie. I never know. Like, Odie is a very smart person, but at the same point, he gets some of these things. I'm like, because you can find the answers out there. Odie is a bot. And it's one of those things you'll see like I'll see letters here and I'll be like, I know that's something, but I don't know what it is. And then it'll eventually pop out, but totally a bot AI guy. That's totally it. Totally. Sleep sack. Nope. I sell sack for sleep sack. Pop, poop, pop, pops. Something pops. Heelys. There's no IES over there. Cast is not it. That's okay. It's not Pop-Tarts. That's the thing too. It's stuff that's like other thing, like Kleenex. There's many different brands of Kleenex, but a lot of people call them all. Yep. Like you don't think of it. You want a popsicle? You don't think about it. It's actually a trademarked name of a product. Velour. No, that's not smelled right, is it? Odie definitely a bot. Yeah, I got two more in this little space. Stick something. Oh, chapstick. Velcro. There we go. Yeah, Velcro. So I got one of them. Got two of them by myself. I did say pop. I did say pop. And I was thinking Pop-Tarts. Pop, which really doesn't fit. Popsicle does. Oh, I hope you got them already, Shad. That's why Shad disappeared. He was like, shit, I gotta go do these before. That's like when Ferb will do them on stream, which is rare. But when he does them on stream, I'm like, no! So I refuse to look while I'm doing them too. Yeah, I don't really do many of the other games. Sudoku, it just involves numbers. I know you're not doing math, but it involves numbers. Tiles, it hurts my head, hurts my eyeballs. Spelling bee, I really never got too into. Letterbox, I think I tried a couple times. So, but Sudoku isn't really math. I mean, it's numbers, but it's not really math. I don't hate it. I'm just not quick at it. And I will be counting on my fingers or using my calculator in the store. I will. Connection Sports Edition. I wonder if Ferb has seen that. I don't mind crosswords. They're not my favorite. Like, I'm not going crazy over them, but I don't mind crosswords. There's actually, I have a app on my tablet for crosswords that I was doing every day pretty regularly. Yeah, I wonder if he's ever, can you play that one or is it a paid one? Group sports terms that share a common thread. I've never seen that. Time yourself. You're funny. I wonder if it shows up on the app. I'm not doing it because I'm not gonna know it. But Ferb might. Good attempt, good attempt. 4 groups, no mistakes. Good attempt, good attempt.
Hey Ferb and Chickie, 5 protagonists sent a super chat, $5. I don't mind face. It's actually nice to look at. Smiling face with hearts.
Protagonist, thank you. Silly goose.
Thank you for your investment. Thank you a bunch.
Puppets number 1.
Thank you, protagonist. Silly Willy. But yeah, I'm not going to do any of this, so I'm not going to do it. But I don't see it on the app, so Ferb's probably never seen it either. Might be worth looking for. The Athletic. Want to play? Subscribe. No, thank you. Have fun. Good luck. I see you. You running. You running. You running. Bum, bum. I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm just looking to look. You can ride your motorcycle to work. Nice. Did you get a second bike? Why did I think you got a second bike? Did you just get a different one? Yeah, we've had so much rain. We're still in a -9 deficit for drought. We had over 6 inches of rain in May. And when they count last year, we're still like 9 inches short. Okay. I thought you had gone and got a second bike, but I didn't know if it was for you or. Excuse me. Hopefully that goes a little smoother than the Mustang. My dad has a Harley. It's very loud. Very loud. Odie forgot to gamble. Don't forget to gamble. I don't know what else I'm going to do. Don't know. The only thing I can really do is either the games on here or play Warzone, which, meh. Can't do anything that needs other audio, though, because you won't get it. Unless I run it from Ferb's computer. I don't like messing with it too much. It's a cardinal. Let's see what other pictures we got today. I like that one. That was up there yesterday. Oh, that's cool looking. Your brother's just gonna buy you out of the bike and keep it. You can't stand it. Thought the whole point was to resell. One of the spelling bee words was gulag. Oh my gosh. Now, see, whenever that pops up on my screen, I say it's me. I'm like, oh, look, it's me. Oh my goodness. Of course, now that the rain has stopped, all our allergies are kicking back in. Poor Kevin kept coughing this morning. He said his throat was itchy. I was like, it's your allergies. I gave him his medicine, but it usually takes a little bit to kick in. Now, neither one of these are killer whales. The one was a walrus, and this one is a humpback whale, I think. A scenic splash. Humpback whale in Alaska. Oh, hi, Marty. How are you? Ow. So Scotty Bones wants to do an Alaskan cruise, and I think Bustin's finally going to give in and go for it. They've only done the warm summer cruises. Oh, excuse me. Although they go in January, but they go down south, southern cruises, to stay warm. But I have an online friend who just got back from a cruise to Alaska. She said it was amazing. Angel wants to go on a cruise to Alaska. So it would be pretty, very pretty. Wanted the whale to land on the kid. Not feeling great today. Legs are hurting and wasn't feeling great, so I had to cut your stream short and take a nap. Yep, you got to take care of you. You don't want to rush the healing and cause other issues. Hope you're feeling better though. Just normal post-operative stuff. Normal post-operative stuffs. It's easy to overdo it when you start feeling better, especially when you feel better than you had in a while. Duke is on his lunch break. He's having his PB&J with chips, right? Might have been rushing it a bit because you didn't have any. Yeah, you feel so good in comparison. It's very hard to. I did the same things after having the kids. I had C-sections with all the kids, and didn't need the pain medicine or anything. And after the second one, I rode home in the back with him, and then when I went to get out of the car, I wasn't thinking, and I just getting right out of the car. Well, I popped open a couple staples. It was not good, so I made Ferb go fill my pain medicine. I think I took 2. I got yelled at by the nurses. They finally let me up. After the first one, they finally let me up. They're like, all right, you can get up now. It's like, okay. So she came in to do something, and I'm all crouched down on the floor getting stuff out of my bag. Getting stuff out of my bag. They're like, what are you doing? I'm like, what? Gotta get some stuff out of my bag. But I was like, I'm fine, see? And then I got old. Matthew playing with AI. Have you finished South Park, Shiny? Marty did South Park. He thought for sure he was going to be kicked off YouTube after he did it. He survived, though. Yeah, Marty did South Park a while ago. You haven't finished it either? Well, you're both still here, so. Shiny would warn everybody that came into his stream. Is like, it gets bad, guys. Yeah, I never really watched South Park. My brothers did. Not me. I don't have anything fun. I don't really feel like playing shoot 'em ups. For those of you that were around when I talked about my my neighbor who had some issues a couple weeks back, he apparently is going into rehab. So that's a good thing. Hopefully he'll get the help he needs. Excuse me. Oh my lord. That is bad. Yeah, I figured since I told everybody about his little crazy antics. He was gone for a week or so and came back and has been kind of in and out since, but then I just heard today that he's gone to an inpatient program for a little bit. So I mean, I feel he's an ex-Marine, so he's been through a lot. And he's got some other things that have gone on, I guess. So hopefully it all gets sorted and he be good. Both games are some really outrageous South Park. Excuse me. I don't know. It's not putting these up on my. It's not putting them up on my screen. I meant to see them over there. Nap time for Chickie. Chickie's got some soda today. I actually slept well. Got up normal time. I'm just always tired. Yeah, that's what put it on my screen. We'll put it on my screen. Promise. Cherry Coca-Cola. I don't drink coffee. I typically drink mostly just water. Weekend nights, yeah. We have some other things to drink. I got children to pick up. Well, one child to pick up later. I want a hedgehog. He's so cute. Yeah, usually at home I'm mostly water. Even before Sonic was a thing. Pina colada. Bleh. They're not bad. I'm not a big coconut person. You like turtles. I don't know where that is on his thing over there. I have no idea. I don't mess with the Stream Deck. He's got 2 Stream Decks. I think that's on the other one. I know, they're so cute. I've seen them. We had when I worked in top preschool, and we would have people come with animals. Sometimes they brought hedgehogs. Yeah, I'm not a bit like I don't dislike coconut, but I don't like it. The only nut you don't like. It's not a true nut. Of course, technically, neither is a peanut. A peanut is a legume. Legume. I don't know how you say it. Legume. You want an otter, but they kill people. I want to go to the ones where you can feed the otters. They have the little holes and they reach out and take the food from you. The Philadelphia Zoo has twin otters that share my birthday. We went to the Philadelphia Zoo on my birthday a couple years ago, and they were celebrating their birthday. Yep. I'm in all the animals. Is that the last? That's the last one in this. Let me go back. Cinnamon-chested bee eaters. They're pretty. You've seen those giant otters. I don't know about giant otters. Back to work. Duke lives close enough. He runs home for lunch and then goes back. There's a sea otter. They're so cute. Although he does look like he's ready to jump off the screen and just, tear our faces off. Yeah, birds are crazy. Those are feathers. Macaw's feathers. Speaking of the devil. Kingfisher. Uganda. Look at the colors. Other countries have some of the most beautiful birds. Dumb. And that's the last of them. Boo. They want more pictures. Have anything fun? I don't have any new pictures to share. Although in a week or two, well, see, that'll be a lot of the same stuff again. We might be going to DC again in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. How are you, Dom? Kingfisher looking mischievous. A lot of birds are mischievous. They're troublemakers. Let's see, this is like 1, 2, 3 weeks. In 3 weeks we might do DC for a day. I'm kind of bleh on it. You got a 25 to 30 pound pitty on your chest who thinks she's a lap. She is a lap dog. If she chooses to be in your lap, she's a lap dog. I had an 80-pound dog that when she decided to be a lap dog, she was a lap dog. She was our best dog. She was a good girl. Local woodpecker loves stir up trouble. I haven't heard woodpeckers around here in a while. When we first moved in, I used to have them in the backyard a lot. But I haven't caught them out there in a while. We have the bunnies and the squirrels out there. Now that we don't have the dog, she was the best lap dog ever. We don't have our dog to chase all the squirrels and the rabbits out of the yard. They've been hanging out a lot. There's usually something out there every time I look out back. And they were always out there before, but they stayed hidden. She was. Let me see if I can find pictures. Because why not? See if I can spell. I can't, but excuse me. Well, no, that's different. Jumping on you or jumping in general is different than being a lap dog. And you should protect your gonads. You know it's a possibility. You protect them. But yeah, we might go to DC. I did the trip with the middle schooler, and we only had 4 hours, so we really didn't see as much as they would have liked to. I don't know if I have pictures on here of her or not. Cats are trouble. We want to talk about trouble. Cats are trouble. So Ferb wants to go, middle kiddo wants to go, oldest kiddo will be happy with it. Kevin will hate it. There will be a few things that he will possibly enjoy a little bit, but in general, he wants no part. He's gonna not want any part of it. part of it. Because of all the walking. And in all honesty, I mean, the museums are boring. They're not hands-on for, a 9-year-old. Shouldn't have to wear a cup in your own home. Well, then sit at an angle. Try to turn. Gotta protect yourself. It's not planned exactly, Shiny. It's it's a possibility. Ferb has a week off later this month. So we usually try to do a day trip or something when we can, when he has time off and the kids are out of school. I don't think I have Maggie pictures on here. On Facebook, but yeah, DC's about an hour and a half for us without any kind of major traffic. So it can be a nice day trip for us. But like I said, Kevin's gonna be miserable because all the walking. The last time we went as a family, we popped into a couple different museums and then we walked and hit most of the monuments. And that's a lot of walking. There's all the reptiles. That's not the dogs. There's the other dog. There's my poor baby boy. You don't see a Maggie. I thought I saved him on here at some point. Tell Poppy to take an edible before you could go. He can do it. No. No. Nope. He can drive. Both there and back. Nothing for me. Oh, Cabo. Cabo was fun. They're not on here. I thought I had some pictures of Maggie Girl. They're not readily available. Yeah, 80 pounds. She was overweight at 80 pounds, but she was a big dog, though, regardless. She should have been 70, 68, somewhere in there. No, Goth. I do not need to relive that. Especially in public. No, thank you. The children do not need to experience it. If you cut the grass now, you can't use your lights. Can't use your lights. Bum, bum, bum. Grass sure does grow when we have all this freaking rain. I don't even know where that was. Donkey. Yeah, I think that's a zoo. A little local, small zoo up here. Small zoo. Air it, level it, and seed it. Should have done that already if you're going to do it, you know. Try skating to Lincoln River. I haven't used light in a few weeks, so I'm tired of the dog eating the ground. Yeah, mushrooms are not good. I mean, you know, it depends on the mushrooms themselves, but you gotta be careful with the mushrooms. Our neighbor's dog ate mushrooms and got very, very sick and passed. That's my crazy. He's a mess. That's not the big lap dog. That was the yappy dog that drove us crazy. But he is missed, his little crazy self. Because then he'd do this and be cute and snuggly. Donkeys are, and it was funny because last time we went to the zoo, the one kiddo was like, you know, donkeys are mean. They're really mean. It's like, well, you know, if you were called an ass all the time, wouldn't you be mean too? Live on an island, it's all sand. You have grass ears behind you. Yeah. Yeah, that was him. He's just like, expose it to the world. Oh, see, he was cute. If you were having being called an ass, you'd be having people slap you. People slap you anyway, Goth. Or at least they want to, I'm sure. See that face? I thought for sure I had the other pictures on here. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How many of these can I? Ralphie was a terrier mix. We got him from the SPCA. His mom came in pregnant, and she came in pregnant, and apparently they thought she was a fox terrier. So they had him and his brother that were left when we got there listed as a fox terrier mix. So we had a couple people ask, usually the groomer, the few times I had him groomed before I started doing it, ask if he had border collie, which I think was possible because in his face he had a border collie face. But yeah, that's his mess of a self. He was alright. He was a troublemaker. He lived up to the terrier name. I used to tell people he was part terror. All right, let's see. I think I found some of the other dogs. Hold on. So apparently all my dogs like to show off. This is a tiny. Where'd you go? There you are. It's very tiny, hard to see. That was Maggie. Yeah, he was a troublemaker. That's a Maggie. Get another picture. I don't have these loaded to where I can show them and not show pictures of like the children and such who do not wish to be on. There you go, that's bigger. Our dogs have all spoiled. Now we are pretty sure, she also we got at the at a different humane society. They had her listed as I think they had her listed as a lab mix. But we were pretty convinced she also had border collie and Dalmatian. We're all pretty spirited around here. All free spirited. Yeah, she was a big girl. She was at 86 pounds, she was considered overweight, but she wasn't like fat, if that makes sense. She was just a big girl. But she was so well behaved. After the first 2 years, she was very, very, very well behaved. But this is a different dog than the other dog I was showing you. That's a different dog. For Maggie, Maggie was 6 months when we got her. We crate trained her because she chewed like crazy. Hi, Turtle. She was a chewer. She chewed up a couple pairs of shoes, a couple shirts. She took my cell phone at the time out of its case and luckily only chewed up the case. I was up, we had like a little computer room and hearing noises downstairs, and I go down to find her throwing around a hardback copy of Stephen King. I forget which book it was, but I think it was The Shining, because it was one of the really thick ones. And she's just grabbing it by the book cover and just winging it across the room. She was winging it. So it took quite a few years for us to she was probably 2.5 before we were able to stop crating her. St. Patrick's Day. Exactly. But she was rotten. I kicked her out of the computer room one day. I forget what she was doing, but I kicked her out. She went downstairs. I had a pair of sandals up on the table to keep her off of them. She pulled them down and chewed up one. Chewed up one shoe. So she was a bit of a problem maker. She caused us some issues. But she got through those first 2 years and 2.5, I guess. And she ended up being the best. And that's Spock. That's not a great picture, but that's a Spocky dog. He, we think, was a Chow Lab mix. I found him, and nobody claimed. I put up signs and everything, and nobody ever claimed him. So he ended up being mine. He was a good boy, too. He and Ferb didn't get along very well, either. There's Daisy. Somebody else bought her to be a pet for her daughter. I've been rated, just to let me know. Duke's been rated. Oh, does Duke have his... Wait a minute. Hold on. Duke didn't have a whatchamacallit stream going, did he? Am I missing a Duke's, No. I'm not. Well, that's just silly. He was rated on a premiere. Oh, cool. Very, very cool. He's driving back to work. I was afraid I didn't have a Duke stream pulled up by JamCal, but he doesn't know. JamCal. Is JamCal back home, I guess? Because he was traveling. That's what I was thinking too. And I thought Duke must have been live and I didn't know it. Duke was playing, he was doing the rave songs. He privated the video. What? No. Oops. Time is it? 2 o'clock. God damn. God damn. No, I just had a video pop up for Duke. He released a video. But anyway, these were my parents' dogs when they were puppies. All right, enjoy. I'll probably be done, Goth. I'm not staying on real long. All right, my picture disappeared. Guess you're not allowed to see that one. Never mind. Never mind. But anyway. Yep, got a kid to pick up in a little while. Another kid should be getting home a little over an hour, and then we go pick up the other one. Maybe I load into a game. I don't know. I am here to bore you to sleep so you can take a nap. Take a nap, enjoy a nap. It's all good. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Thought this changed. It's gonna change. Oh, let me find. I scrolled past it before. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. I can't find it. Do I know anything about drones? No. I know they fly in the sky. And my kids have had the mini ones. And then we had a slightly larger one that got caught in a tree. And then my dad gave us another one that's still in the box. But they're not like fancy. They're not fancy ones. They're old. They're very old. You want to buy one for your birthday. When's your birthday, Marty? But nope, I don't know nothing. The 17th. June is full of birthdays, man. We have my birthday. We have one of my brother's birthdays. And my cousin's birthday. We have Shad and JJ's birthdays. Angel just had a birthday at the very end of May. Duke's birthday is in June as well, but we don't know a date. We just know it's towards the end of June. Yeah, that could be really cool, Marty. When is my birthday? Saturday, the 7th. Saturday, the 7th. The drones on your walk could be really cool. Because your walk's in the same. You had a birthday last Wednesday. Well, happy belated birthday, Shiny. Yep, mine's the 7th. I have My brother's is the 14th, as is my cousin's. You're so old. I'm older than you are. Older than you are. I mean, whatever works. That could be cool. But yeah, I think the drones could really be, because you're just going on the walks that you went on, being able to see some of that from overhead or see some areas that you couldn't get to by foot would be really cool. Ah, far from it, Shiny, but thank you. Far from it. There you go. Here's a fun one. Why are they disappearing when I click on them? The heck? Hold, please. Of course, then it's going to make me scroll again to find it. But yeah, Marty, the drone stuff would be cool. Go over the water. And whatnot. Out of reach stuff. Here's the neighbor's dog that I walk a couple days a week. She was tired after a walk. Yeah, she's a very good pup. She's my buddy. She's my buddy. Trying to find the pictures that I want to be for. She's such a good girl. Filming instead of streaming gives way better quality. People actually watch videos and not stream. Sometimes, though. I mean, you're right in terms of rewatching a video versus rewatching a stream. But you've really got to find the right niche in video. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try. She is very much a diva. She is very spoiled by her mama, rightfully so. She has little fuzzy jackets for the winter. She has a raincoat now. We have a local person who has a shop that sells yeah, sells doggy donuts. They're just little donuts about that big, made specifically for dogs. Her favorite are blueberry. And you know, when I walk her mom will text me, if she's a good girl, she can have a donut. Not all the time. Because we also take, I've been trained well. She gets the little tiny milk bones, and we have a pocket full of milk bones. So if we run into any neighbors, if the neighbors don't already have snacks for her and treats for her, which many of them do, we have a pocket full that we can share a couple. So she is most definitely a little she is a great dog, though. She really is. She is very sweet, very well behaved. She gets into trouble every once in a while, but that's why I go over and walk her. Keep her occupied. But she's a good girl. She has bandanas and jackets and stuffs. She gives me my doggy fix for now. Neighborhood smells like treats, everyone. They really do. So she doesn't do it with me as much because I walk her in the middle of the day. Oh, look, apparently, I owe tolls. Yeah. Okay. Stupid scams all the time. The easy path scams that are going. I walk her middle of the day, so the neighbors, not as many of the neighbors are home, but there's like, counting us, 1, 2, 3, 4 houses on our side of the street that she knows if somebody's outside, she's pulling up to go see them. And the other day, they happened to be home. 2 of the neighbors happened to be home and paying attention and saw us outside, and went and got treats for her. And that's what we did for our walk, was hung out at the neighbors getting treats. But she knows. She sees us pull up in the car and she pulls over. Here's a good picture of her. Miss Finley Grace. With her tennis ball. She doesn't bring them back to you, but she likes you to throw them all. Kevin, we bring her on field trips sometimes when the weather's not nice. So I just bring her over here to give her something different. Give her a different yard to sniff and mess around with the kids. Because the kids enjoy it. They miss. The end of this month is a year since we lost Ralph. And we just haven't gotten to a spot where we're ready to get another dog just yet. So she kind of gives us all the fix. She's a really good girl. And then the neighbor next to us got a doodle, golden doodle, I think. Got a doodle. And we see him every once in a while. He's pretty cool. But she's a gorgeous dog. I was going to show you a different picture. If she knows you have treats, you immediately get paw. You get one paw, you get the other paw, and then she jumps up and boops you in the face. Right. All the paws. And then she'll get really at you, just pulling it. Like, give me the damn treats. So I have all these pictures because I send her mother all these pictures because she wants to know how she's doing and if she's being good and if she's walking, going for a walk, or if she's gotten into any trouble. I mean, this is just some of them that I haven't even deleted. There you go. There's a Ralphie. I know some of you have seen these 10 million times. It's a Ralphie with a Ninja Turtle. It was supposed to be one of the kids, like, not a costume, but a costume type thing. Oh. He was very patient as a pup, as a little. Yep. That's what I was looking for, the other. Ba ba da ba ba ba. Ninja Turtle. Oh, we don't have any dogs now. We don't. The other 2 dogs we had prior to Ralph. They overlapped a little bit, but not much. So we are currently a pet-free home. Your last pet was 2018, yeah. We are currently a pet-free home. We had a parakeet and Ralph, and we lost both of them last year, about a month apart. One at the end of May and one at the end of June. And haven't had it. And in some ways, we haven't had to worry about somebody taking care of them if we want to go away, or if we want to go and be out for a while. This was him after a bath. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have a problem now. It's him after bath. Hold on. This again. I put it too far. Yeah, that was after a bath. He wasn't happy with me. Dog 2000, 2016, cat 2000, 2000. A cat was cats. Cats, yes, can definitely be. I am deathly allergic to cats. My oldest tested positive to be allergic to cats. Everybody else seems to do okay with them, but they would not be good in our house. Although the middle child has tried to talk me into that there's hypoallergenic cats, Mom. I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to take the chance that we get one of these supposedly hypoallergenic cats, and then I end up nearly dying. And then I'd be, I don't want to feel guilty giving them back. And I know they have the Sphinx cats that are hairless. Would probably freeze in our house in the winter, even though you can get them sweaters and stuff. I don't feel like our house is warm enough. Plus, there's no guarantee they stay hairless. So, because I have a friend that was raising them. Yeah, I think my friend sold hers for like $7,000 when she was breeding them. So yeah. But there's supposedly some like standard breeds that you can get sometimes from rescues. Because this child was sending me actual links for actual cats available for adoption. I'm like, child, you do not understand. I can't. Yeah. Like the doodles, and even the doodles they say aren't technical. See, our oldest is also allergic to dogs, but we've had dogs all his life, so he'll deal. He's 19, almost 20, so I'm not too stressed about it. He's got an air filter in his room. He doesn't let the dogs in his room when they're here. The size of the cat is ridiculous. Yeah, I know they have the Sphinx ones, but I don't know. I like pretty much all animals. But I'm more of a dog person. So, more of a dog person. But it's a lot when you gotta it's what her I honestly probably the inside out. It does look like my friend actually has a dog. I can't pronounce the name. I wonder if I could find a picture without giving all her info out here. She has a hairless dog. No, it's a hairless dog. Let me see if I can find it and get a picture that I can share that's not. Oh. All right, let me see. Make that big. No clicking on anything. Nope, not a Mexican hairless. This one. He is a very large dog. I'll search her profile in a minute and get the name. It's got a really long name. But yep, that's him. I gotta be careful because I am not always the best at not clicking on the wrong thing and showing off everybody's profiles. She had a post about what he is. He's got a really long name. Yes. Yes, Shiny. I'm not even gonna try to read it. I'm gonna try to copy and paste it over here. I don't know if it'll work. Yeah, he's a big dog. That's how you spell it. I have no idea how to say it. And that's him. She has to put sunscreen on him when she takes him out. He has to have sunscreen. But she's also the one with the hairless cats. She got a few, and then she ended up taking a couple others. Kind of leathery. Kind of leathery. I haven't seen picture. I know one of her kids took a couple of the cats. So I don't know if she has them all anymore. She hasn't posted pictures of them in a long time, but she used to post pictures of them in their sweaters all the time. And then, like I said, the kiddo found out about it. Oh, we can get one of them. I'm like, I no, you know how expensive they are? Like, no way. No way. No. And it's not so much that they don't understand, they don't care. The kiddo that was, because we had that discussion when we were talking about getting another dog. I was like, we're gonna take a break. And take a break from, like you said, the care. Yep, definitely. From the food and I don't like this, but we'll do it anyway. The food and the vet, and when things come up, because Ralph put us through the ringer with the vets. You're gonna pet your cat now. Should always be petting the cat. When Ralph was a puppy, he ate half a pack of gum, which most gum is sugarless and has xylitol in it, which is toxic. So we took him to the vet. They treated him. I had to take him to the emergency vet for him to be monitored overnight, then go pick him up from the emergency vet, take him back to our vet so that they could finish everything before he was able to come home. Most expensive pack of gum I ever bought. He ate a busy bone and got a chunk about that big stuck in his esophagus. They were able to go in and remove it endoscopically and pull it out, but he had damage done all to his throat, so we had issues feeding him for a long time. For about a good 6 months or so, I had to feed him like one spoonful and like spread it all out across the plate so that he wouldn't eat it too fast. And then he had to have like just the right mix of can and dry and stuff so that it wouldn't get stuck, because it kind of was like mega esophagus, if you know what that is. So that was fun. And then for the last year and a half of his life, it wasn't expensive. We went to Myrtle Beach, and while we were down there, I got a call from the boarding place. We had him. They're like, we're taking him to the emergency vet because he's having seizures. We're like, what the hell? And it ended up he had something called vestibular disease, which basically he had vertigo all the time. When he was having a flare, he would have vertigo constantly. And like in the beginning, he would have like an episode, he'd have a couple bad days and then he'd be fine. He'd go back to pretty normal, except a little bit of a head tilt. But then in the last like 6 months we had him, he would have an episode and he wouldn't bounce back quite as well. So it was rough. But yeah, the kids don't get, number one, the cost and care and feeding and just regular maintenance with them. But then you want to go on vacation. We were very spoiled for a number of years because my mom boarded one of her dog once and she got sick and she was fine. She was taken care of. She was treated. But after that, my mom's like, nope, we will get a place that will allow us to bring the dogs. So then we were very spoiled for a long time that we were always able to bring our dogs with us. But now we can't. So we had to board him a couple times. And that's expensive. And you always worry because things happen. We were very lucky that my dad was able to pick him up from the emergency vet and take care of him until we came home. Although I felt bad after the fact because we didn't realize how bad he was. Like he couldn't walk. He couldn't even really lay down and stay upright because the vertigo made him constantly try to roll over to get to reorient, because he felt like he was upside down when he wasn't. So, yeah. It's a fun stuff. But yeah, I was looking at rescue sites pretty quickly, but Ferb was like, nope, we're gonna give it a break. And then, back from petting, give him some love. And then, like I said, I don't have to stress if I want to go out for the day about making sure the dog's getting out at reasonable times or stuck getting up or getting, going to bed at a certain time because they need to go out. So eventually. She loves getting combed. That's unusual for a lot of cats. You're lucky to be able to pet them for a second or two. Back at work, few problems resolved, and now you're back. Dom popped in and said Jam had raided your premiere or something, but then he said that your video was made private. So I'm not sure, Duke. I was like, wait a minute, is he playing the rave? Did he get his music done? You didn't miss much. I've been showing all the critter pictures again, the most of which you've already seen. Ralphie and the neighbor dog. Work problems are no fun. Oh, oopsies. You don't have to tell me about clicking the wrong button. Not at all. Ferb messaged me a little while ago. He's like, he's supposed to be off tomorrow, but now he's got to go down for meet with his boss for an hour. It's like, oh. Memories. But nothing too crazy today. Oh. Excuse me. All right. No naps for me. I'm not a napper. Once in a while, I'll drift off if I'm sitting still long enough. I don't even feel that tired, to be honest. Just yawning. Lack of oxygen to the brain. It's what it is, what it is. I think the AC kicked in. Bleh. Yep. No nap time. Like I said, once in a blue moon, I might kind of drift off watching TV or playing stupid tablet games. I'm not a napper, though. Ferb's the napper. He came in yesterday, fell asleep on the couch. I was making dinner, and I'm listening to him snore in the other room. Like I said, once in a while. But I've got to be pretty tired. 3 naps a year at most. But see, I don't know. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Excuse me. Yep, enjoy. Thanks for hanging out, Marty. Give the cat some extra pets for me. Bye. Bye. It came over. But yeah, that's me. If once I'm up, I'm up. If I wake up and the sun's up, I'm not likely to go. But sometimes depends. But you too, Shiny. Thank you for hanging out. You got your #1 crown back. See, it's weird. So weird. You came back and chatted. You do now. So are you still overstaffed enough that there's nothing for you to do? You too, Shiny. I'll be getting off before too long. Appreciate you. Just resolve the problems, yeah. I mean, I know being overstaffed causes its own issues. But it's definitely nice to not be understaffed sometimes. Hey, Undead, how are you? Need another light on this half of the wall. Doesn't light up very well. I need to get rid of my flowers. They be dying. And that camera needs to go. It's not aimed right anymore, and we don't use it anyway. 2 people out with the emergency, so you're working on their assignments now. I know that feeling. Chickie's just sitting here running her mouth. I was showing pictures of all the critters again, which I've shown before. I don't have any new ones. If we go to DC in a couple weeks, I'll have some DC pictures. But they'll all be the same too as I had before. I really don't. I got some puppy pictures. That's about it.
Hey, Ferb and Chickie. Undead ONE76 became a member. What up, everyone?
Thank you, Undead. Yay.
Thank you for your investment. Thank you a bunch.
A hot dog's not a sandwich.
Thank you, Undead. I have to write it down so Ferb can take it off his totals for spins and stuff. Just chilling with Chickie. I'm trying to help people take naps. Trying to help everybody take naps. I'll bore you to sleep. I just know, Matt. It's not. It's just not. I mean, even Kevin said it's not. It's not. But it's not. It's enveloped in bread, and that just looked terrible. One of the things Kevin had said was the sandwich is stacked. Stacked. It's a taco. No, yeah, Duke, I know. I know. Look, see? All this talk about puppy dogs, I even have my puppy dog cup. All the puppy dogs. No one else is allowed to use this cup. Ferb has done it twice and he nearly died. New motto, hot dog is bread taco. I don't know. I don't know about taco. I don't think it's not, but it's a hot dog's just a hot dog. Oh no. I'm shrinking. I'm shrinking. Oh, did you seriously, Duke? Oh no. Oh, I don't even wanna. I'm shrinking. Thanks so much, Duke. Just what I needed. It was only like that because I wanted to make sure it was. I done shrunk. Remember it forever. It looks so little. Damn chair. Ugh. I need a new chair. I need a new chair mat. Chair mats are expensive, though. I'm not a fan. Oh, good Lord, Matt. What did you do? Okay. Hot dog is a bread taco. And why does it look like a bunch of pretzel people? Soft pretzels. Soft pretzels. Yum. Ooh, I will have to see. Tactical grandma. Remember it forever. Just what we need. Yeah, see, I wasn't. I was trying to make sure that he got. Stop it. See, my camera is right there. So everything's going to be in my face. Hot dog is a hot dog. It's not a sandwich. It's not a taco. It's not a burrito. It's a hot dog. And the hot dog is the hot dog. The neighbor is she took her niece and nephew to Vegas for their 21st birthday. I don't know if this will show up or not. She's like, I highly recommend vacation. So it looks like 2 mixed drinks, and then it's a can of brisk iced tea with a Deep Eddy's little mini vodka bottle in it. Deep Eddy's is gross. We got some of the little mini bottles. Oh, they were awful. They were not good. Not good. Hot dog is a bread taco. Nope, still didn't work. It's not a Q-tip, it's cotton on a stick. It's not a Kleenex, it's facial tissue. It's not a sandwich, it's a hot dog. But see, the hot dog, the meat is hot dog. So, yeah. Were you still here for Strands, Duke? That was the whole theme of Strands. It's proprietary, and it was like Kleenex and all the names. Yeah. That's what it was. It was Kleenex, jacuzzi, popsicle, the things that we just generically call everything. Like, all tissues are Kleenex to some people. That's like, all soda's Coke. Not to me. Coke is Coke. Pepsi's Pepsi. It's all soda, not pop. We've had that argument on a couple different streams with other people's streams. Whether you call it pop or soda. Yeah, right? Yeah, all of them. Let me see if it's still... let me do that before I... Hello. Okay. I'm moving the wrong things. Let's see. That's Wordle. Wait a minute. Is it going to give me? It should show the answers. There they are. Kleenex. Kleenex, jacuzzi, popsicle, chapstick, and Velcro. Velcro. Chapstick's another good one. It's easy to say chapstick. Alter ego of Gemini. I don't know. Lip balm. I don't like chapstick. It's too waxy. I like Burt's Bees. I got something else Christmas time for everybody. Was it Aquaphor? I think it was an Aquaphor chapstick thingy. Chapstick, see? It doesn't work as well as the Burt's Bees, I don't think, though. I thought it would work better. I thought it would be better, but I don't think it is. Don't know. Well, yeah. On the rare occasion that they get bad enough, I put Eucerin at bedtime. Just like cake it on there and leave it. Every once in a while they get really, really chapped. No matter what you do. Goth is back. That was a quick mowing of the lawn. All my kids would go through phases where they'd have really bad chapped lips and they wouldn't want to put anything on them. So I'd wait till they fell asleep and then lather them up with Eucerin or Aquaphor for overnight. It's like, you are not running around. Got a ride track to the pup is pooped. Oh, lordy. That's not me. Not me. Nope, there you go. Running circles around the house. I was redhead for a while. And for a little bit it was kind of orange. Long, long time, college. I did a color called Red Penny. And it was like a dark red. And then I kept doing it. You know, I'd freshen up the roots and everything. And then eventually the back part, the ends of it turned like it was very orangey. Yeah, kind of college photo. Yeah, that would be closer to college than anything else. I don't know if I still have. It was bad. There's a picture where I had like roots because my hair is dark. And then it was like this orange. And like I did not realize how bad it was until I saw that picture. It was bad. It was bad. And then I did like a reddish that was more of like a maroonish red for a little bit. It's just too much work and upkeep. No, still thought it would take you longer than that to cut the grass though. Takes Ferb about an hour. We don't have a riding mower. But it probably takes him about an hour and a half maybe to get the lawn all done. Bubblegum bit. Well, red fades the worst. Red definitely fades the worst. We did my kiddo's hair like a blue and it was like blue and purple-ish. It was amazing. And they kept telling me that you should do red ends. And I'm like, meh, I don't want to fool with it. The gray has finally all grown out. In real life, it looks like it's spread out enough that it's more like highlights than anything else. But the first time we had his hair done, it was supposed to be blue, but it came out not quite, well, more like a teal. And it faded quick and looked more green. And then the second time we did it, it was done a darker blue and a purple, and it was amazing. We did. I say we. I didn't do it. Bustin's ex did it. You know, look, I show all those pictures of Ralph with his haircut. This is Ralph as a fluffy dog. His hair would get long. But the blue turned out, the second time we did it, it was a much better blue. And it actually did not fade badly at all. The color stayed in really well that time. Trying to find it from when we did it. It was awesome. Meanwhile, I grew up in a different time where my mother gave me shit because I painted my fingernails blue. Like, woman. There's Ralphie, pre-haircut, post-haircut. he looked like such a different dog. Nope. Yep, I put my hair in braids and did my fingernails blue for something we were doing at school. What kind of role model are you I'm like, excuse me? So then my kid asked for blue hair and they got blue hair. And then my oldest, who went to private school for the first 6 years of his life, when we moved out here and he didn't have to keep it short anymore, he let his hair grow. And granted, I didn't, once it got past about here, I was like, you need to cut. It's just, he has really curly hair. But when it gets long, you know, the top gets kind of pulled straight. This was Kevin's mohawk. Kevin did a mohawk in kindergarten, the end of kindergarten. We left it a little too long. We didn't want it real short, but we ended up leaving it a little too long. But it was still fun while it lasted. Where is the blue and purple? I know it's here somewhere. So the first time we did it, my sister-in-law did it, and she just put like highlights of blue in the front. And then actually this is the growing out. We did it the bluish color, which turned green. Then we bleached it, which was fun. We bleached it, and then we did it the bluish, purplish, which that's kind of weird. Where's the blue and purple? Heartsicles. Heartsicles. So we used to go on vacation. Yeah. We do bingo and Ferb gets really weird combinations of prizes. I think I can get away with this haircut, this picture. This is when we ended up just bleaching it, didn't color it. And then it was all shaved. The whole other side was shaved. Where is the purple one? That's the pretty. Oh, there it is. I loved it. That was my favorites. Like some of the blonde stayed, it just didn't take any color. And then you got the dark blue and the purple, and then there was like this bright blue that popped out. that was fun. But anyway, all right, friends. It is 3 o'clock. I have one kid coming home. I have to go pick up another kid. I have to put on real clothes to go pick him up. And then I have to come home and put on different clothes to go to this thing. There you go. That works. I did. I love the cut, and they were telling me, "Oh, you should do your hair, mom." And part of me would like to do like a little bit of chunky color, but I'm like, I don't want to deal with the upkeep of it. You know? You know what I mean? I don't want to keep up with the upkeep. It's just not. It's a pain in the butt. So it is what it is. Well, thank you guys for coming and listening to me blather on. Didn't feel like playing a game. That's why you cut your hair, yeah. Trying to get Kevin to cut his. I don't care that my kids like long. Cordy keeps his hair kind of short now. Okay. Actually, let me see if I can find. Just saw it. Cordy let his hair really grow. I'm trying to find a picture that I could do. There was pictures that won't show his face or anything. There it is. So he let it grow and grow and grow and grow. And then during COVID, we went and got. Now, granted, this was washed with no product or anything in it. And that's where it got to. This child has my hair when I was younger. You have a mullet. So we went and got it cut. And this is what he did. He went from this to that in one haircut. Now, I did when I was younger, my hair was like mid back after Cordy was born. Oh, yeah. Okay, hold on. There you go. So I didn't show the picture of the purple hair either. Went from this to this. Let it grow for, I'd say, let's see, this was 2021 probably, this picture, which means he let it grow from 2016-ish when we moved and he stopped going to private school. Yep, and cut it to that. And we couldn't tell anybody at first for like 2 weeks because we were going on vacation and he wanted to surprise everybody. Let me find the really pretty. Yep. Now he did it because he was in private school for so long and had to keep it cut short. So when we moved, he was like, I'm letting it grow. And then Willow, the middle child's hair is long and it needs to be trimmed up. And then Kevin just doesn't like getting his hair cut. Hold on, I showed these before, but I didn't show them because I didn't take it off. Yeah. Well, I found out the one time I kept telling him, you need your haircut, you need your haircut, you need your haircut. Look, this is Kevin used to be a blondie redhead, like strawberry blonde. My strawberry blonde baby. It was even redder when he was born. It was crazy. Well, I guess it was more blonde. It's still strawberry blonde. All right, where's these pictures again? Hold on. So I was telling Kevin, we got to cut your hair. It's in your face all the time. We need to trim it up. You don't have to cut it short. Let's just get it trimmed up. And we went into his room and he had chopped it really short. And we're like, why did you? Well, you kept saying I needed to get my hair cut. A child. So then when we did take him, he said part of the reason he didn't like going to get his hair cut is he doesn't like the clippers. I was like, you just have to say they don't have to use the clippers. They don't have to use the clippers. So, let's see. Where did these pictures go? I just had them a minute ago. Just had them. The blonde and the blue. There's a spoiled dog for you. This is my parents' dog. She was a spoiled little pup. And she knew it. Shoot, come on. Just had him up. Where's the blondie? Blondie. It was after that. Not after that. Mhm. Well, fartsickles. There's grumpy children who did not want to be at a parade. There's a haircut. All right. Well, oh well. I found him. I lost him. It's kind of okay. So this was the first time we did it, and the color just didn't come out. Chickie, stop it. Color just did not turn out real bright. We didn't even put there's purple. It's purple in there. We didn't put purple in it that time, I don't think. This was the second time we did it. That it turned out really good. And it stayed bright, like the blue stayed bright. It was pretty cool. Finished 2 new songs over the weekend, one for Chickie and Ferb and another for Galaxy. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, this turned out, and then the sides and everything were all shaved. The sides and the back. And then I look forward to hearing the new songs and getting them stuck in my head. And then we did the blonde. This is the one I can show because it's not a full face. Went just blonde in between those 2 different sets of colors. Just a blonde. So I had shown them while I wasn't sharing the screen, so now I had to find them again because yeah. But yes, look forward to your songs. You have like at least 4 more you wanna finish up and edit, right? Because you said you did a whole bunch of them for a bunch of people. So definitely interested in hearing them when it's time. You have to do another day when you're free to just kind of chat and hang out. All right, I'm really gonna go. I'm gonna stop putting you all to sleep. Bunch in the chamber. I gotta start getting in on your guys', voice chats and shit. Hear all this stuff. Outlines for a few more. That's cool. You guys have done some crazy stuff with that. I mean, that's like our song Turtle and Odie did. And while I think it could use to be changed up a little bit, I don't know how. Like Ferb just wants to change the video to go with it. He took your crown. Like I think ours needs to be changed up a little bit, but not too drastically. But I love the first one, you know? All right, really gotta go. Let me see. I don't think there's anybody I can send to. You Chatty Cathy. Yeah. I'm not gonna fiddle with it. I don't see anybody. I'm the Chatty Cathy. May do a Discord stream. There you go. All right, friends. Thanks for hanging out. Listen to me blather. Run my mouth. Show old pictures that you've seen before. Some of you seen before. Yep. Well, the other one should be home in about 10 minutes. And I have about 20 minutes before I leave to get the kiddo, so. Yeah. All right. I gotta find the buttons. Have a good afternoon. We shall see you tomorrow night. I think should be tomorrow night, like usual. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Love you, friends. Bye. Hit the buttons. Find the right buttons. Not letting me end. It's not letting me do it. I did it wrong. I did it wrong.